Hello and welcome. I'm Kojo, also known as musician Karma Houdini. I do original progressive rock, progressive metal music, and I make covers as well. You can find my music here on this channel, or you can go to any music app like Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, so on and so forth. Just look for Karma Houdini, you'll find it. I also play lead guitar in the band Master Sword, which is heavy metal, progressive metal, power metal with female vocals, and we're kind of inspired by The Legend of Zelda, hence the name Master Sword. You can find us on YouTube, and you can also find us on all the music apps as well. Today I'm going to be reacting to the band Periphery with the song Reptile, which is from their album Periphery 4, Hail Stan. Periphery is a band I've been into, I would say, about 9 years, 9 or 10 years. Like, I heard them when their first album came out, and I wasn't really sure how I felt about them, but it started to grow on me, and then when they released their second album, Periphery 2, they won me over. That was in 2012. Yeah, that's when I fully hopped on as a Periphery fan. This song, Reptile, is an awesome song. It's kind of long. It opens their album, and I've seen Periphery live, but I've never seen them play this song live. So I'm curious to see how they pull it off, because it's really long, and there's all these parts. Some parts are really intricate, so let's see how they do. But these guys are pretty technically proficient, so I'm sure they'll have no trouble. I mean, they wrote the music themselves, so let's begin.
You hear a tale of a boy who reached the masses. His name was Billy and he liked to get high. A normal guy till the green skin apocalypse into a die.
They're doing this in a studio.
There must be something in the water where he lied, where he lied. He threw that gaping brain asunder when he realized.
I love their drummer Matt Halpern. He's so, I don't know, you can just see it in his body that he's having fun, but it's also like that's how he, I guess, keeps track of the timing of everything, because there are a lot of parts for the drums where in Periphery's music where he's like having to hit a bunch of different things at different times, and it's all very syncopated because they're part of the so-called gent thing. But he's always very loose and fluid, and it's fun to watch him play. So just look at him.
It's coming down.
This band actually has 3 guitarists.
We've sold loads about the kings down to knees. Hello, here we are, salutations. And every day that you wake is a gift that you take from the gods. That's right. You came from the trees and we all do the genes.
These riffs are so cool.
Fuck with his wages. You had the day, but you pissed it away. I think it's time to wait, show our way. Now shed that violence all over. That mayhem in the streets.
Now look at Mark. Mark is vibing out.
From mountaintop to ocean, we own your
I can say from personal experience, it's hard to like
It's coming down.
really get into it and perform when there's no actual audience there.
Every breath that we take, we can hear that sound. Yeah. Somebody needs a reaction to stay on the ground. With every breath that we take, we can hear that sound. Skin apocalypse to die. So Billy heeds a call of father. Release high through these eyes.
is like most of this song is just 4/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. There's just so much jumping around and syncopation and all that. Blast beat.
To stay on the ground, it's coming down. Yeah.
Wow. This song's in a weird tuning too. Like they're playing on 6 strings, but they've tuned it the 6th string down, so it's like G, G, C, F, A, D. I'm pretty sure.
Follow the trail of the one to beat the masses. Follow behind the routine eyes. Another guide till the green skin apocalypse do or die. There must be something in the water where he lies, where he lies.
I love their grooves and their rhythms.
That gaping brain asunder when you realize.
It's like melodic Meshuggah.
Human survival takes to flight. The good that's left and all we cherish stands to die. Is this the end of all we know?
Jake wears his guitar really high up. He got his arms like up here. The guy with the white guitar.
Is this the end of all we know? Wasting our lives for
Nice drum fill. I love how much variety they put into every part with the guitars and the drums and everything. They tend not to do things like super straightforward and obvious. That's a really nice Ibanez Jake's got. It's probably his signature. Of course, I love Misha's Jacksons as well. I actually have one of Misha's guitars.
Children in the streets, when do they play? Freedom
So yeah, I wanted to talk about the three guitarist thing. You know, it's pretty rare for a band to have three guitarists. Normally you have one or two, right? But and you might be like, why do they have three guitarists? In their case, I feel like it gives them a lot of options on how to like split up parts, because you know a lot of the riffs can be pretty layered, and so like you can have one person playing like, you know, a more straightforward rhythm, then you can have the other two guitarists like do more technical riffs that could even like harmonize with each other, while the third guy's still doing the more straightforward rhythm under it, and things like that. And like they can layer their clean parts together while somebody else does like a sort of clean lead and things like that. So they do use their three guitarists to their advantage. I think that's really interesting. You know, in my band we have two guitarists in Master Sword. And when I write music, I usually write it as though there are two guitarists, because if you go above that, cause I'm just like, well, how the heck am I going to play that live without using, you know, guitars on backing tracks, which I don't really like to do. But not saying anything against anybody who does. You know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I'm not against backing tracks in general. Like in my band, we use backing tracks for the keyboards a lot of the time. Yeah. Also, fun fact: I met Misha, the guy with the red guitar. I met him in 2012 at an Animals as Leaders concert, because he's friends with Tosin Abasi, the guitarist in Animals as Leaders. So yeah, I met him on my way out after that concert.
Where's your gun? Have you seen that sign of heaven yet? No. Rich,
It's crazy that they put this like 15-minute song at the beginning of this album. It's the first song of the album.
Is there somebody who can take away all our pride and dismay? Bury the light, breathe through night. Make him in the streets know our doors. Is every man sour? Is there somebody who can take away?
Spencer is such a great vocalist too. I like how seamless the transition into this part is.
Now pray through night. What has come down is littered all around in your side. It's littered in your side.
Yeah, this is an awesome breakdown riff right here. So cool. This is where you put on the stink face, you know, like. Mark's guitar playing is phenomenal. So unique. He string skips a lot. Oh man, that was an amazing solo. God, Jake's mic is really quiet. Must have been a mixing issue. Either that or Jake is just not singing loud enough. There's so many different parts crammed to this song, but it all flows so seamlessly. It puts you in this atmosphere, in this space. You don't even notice that the song has changed so many times and it's so long because it just flows so naturally. Jake's vocals are pretty good. It's just too quiet. It's mic volume too low. Maybe I'll make a like a guitar video called "How to Gent." There's a lot of ways to incorporate the kind of techniques you hear in bands like Periphery into your guitar playing. So that was Reptile by Periphery, the first song off their album Periphery 4, Hail Stan. It's really, as you can see, as you just heard, it's a phenomenal song. That was a great performance by them. You know, it's insane that they're able to play all of that, you know, pretty much flawlessly. That song has, you know, a lot of technical parts, a lot of crazy syncopation and whatnot, but that's kind of par for the course for them, really. Not all of their songs are this long, though. It's rare for their songs to be this long. I think they only have, like, maybe one other song that is of similar length, which is Race Car off their first album. And even that one's, I think, just slightly shorter than this one. But yeah, this is one of my favorite songs by Periphery, hands down. And I would love to react to more Periphery stuff, so go ahead and share your Periphery suggestions or any other band. It doesn't even have to be metal. Share whatever suggestions you have in the comments below, or hop over to Patreon, where for $1 or more, you get to vote on what I react to. You also get videos early, you get my music early, and for a higher tier, you get all of that, plus you can guarantee that I react to something within a month. Because there are a lot of requests. I can't get to all of them, you know, on all the requests I get on YouTube. But, you know, I am trying to knock out some of them, while also doing some things like this where I show you guys a band that I like. So I hope you enjoyed this video, especially if you haven't heard Periphery before now. I hope you liked that. They're great. I highly recommend them. And I think that will do it for this video. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe.